little bit later in the show, we'll talk with Westin La Paloma Resort and Spa General Manager Jonathan Litvak about big, beautiful changes taking place at the resort. But before we talk about it, let's show you. Here's a look at one of the Westin's new revamped rooms.
Hi, Ann. Here we are at our guest room. This is the Radiofrequency digital ID system. This is a special system that's energy efficient and allows our guests to go ahead and be recognized as they're coming into the room. So the room now knows that we're in the room, and then it also knows when we depart the room. It's really fascinating. As we step into the room, you'll note that we have an Acoustimat floor. This is actually tile, though it's made to look like wood planks, and it's absolutely fabulous because, again, it buffers the sound, and it also is really easy cleanable surface, and I just think that it makes the whole room feel so much bigger. As we move into the bathroom, we have here what's called barn doors. Now, a lot of people have barn doors, but what makes ours particularly special is what people don't realize is this is something that will catch children's fingers. But you'll notice here, when we go ahead and we close ours, it has an automatic magnetic catcher to it. And that's in both directions. So, you know, every detail was really thought of when we constructed these rooms, and so the barn door is not only fun and friendly, but it's also kid safe.
That's super
And
smart.
we are all about kids because that's why we have this fabulous soaking tub right here. I know our families love those after a long day out of the pool. As we turn the corner here and we move towards, this is our Westin Heavenly Mirror.
I've never looked this good in my life.
There's absolutely nothing better or brighter than this. Here we've gone ahead and we've redone the whole bathroom in general, but this is a new countertop with double vanity sinks, which is very unusual. A lot of hotels, there's only one. You know, people will fight for who's first in line, but not here in our bathroom. We also have a Heavenly makeup mirror, which is backlit also in addition to the Westin Heavenly mirror. And then as we turn the corner, we've gone ahead and we've expanded our shower. And most importantly to note is our Westin Heavenly shower, rain shower head. Our guests absolutely adore that. It just pours water right over the top of your head. So that's another fabulous feature. As we step into the room, right here we have our smart mini refrigerator. Again, this is also tied into our Radiofrequency ID system, so that when you come in and out of the door, this will turn on and off based on if you leave it. So we'll always keep everything cool, but it'll adjust by a couple degrees. And also during the evening, when not in use, it'll also set to a lesser temperature so that it's not running all the time. And of course, here we have our one-touch cup of coffee. This way there's no waste, and it's real easy to go ahead and make yourself one cup of coffee or a second, but you know, it minimizes on any you know, waiting time, as well as just gives you that freshly brewed cup of coffee that you want.
Starbucks coffee.
And as we go ahead and I showed you the Starbucks coffee, we now turn our attention to a full-length mirror. This is really a unique feature. You'll find in most hotels that there is a mirror, but seldom will you find a full-length mirror for those special occasions, that wonderful night out where you want to see everything you got going on. And so this is very, very important. And as we move into the center of the room, this is what I would tell you Westin brand is really known for. This is our famous Westin Heavenly Bed. These are all brand new beds and are absolutely fabulous to sleep in. They're 300 thread count material. Right up here is a new feature that we haven't had before. These are spotlights for reading in the evening. They of course turn on one touch, and that way you can adjust them also so you can read a book and not wake up your significant other or whoever you're heading to bed with. As we move around the room, you'll also notice we have the latest and greatest iHome. That iHome is absolutely fabulous. It will do everything up to the iPhone 4. It has USB ports and additional plug-ins, so it's real convenient. As we turn the corner around the end here, we have our our single standing chair, which is set right next to our room service table. This is a really unique feature that guests really enjoy. This is now big enough to host your room service
really
tray.
smart.
And you can sit right in front of our lovely 42-inch high-definition TV with your meal and not have to disrupt the desk or the work that you have going on.
You really did do small changes and big changes, just smart changes.
Yes, we most certainly did. We really thought it all the way through. As I said, we've done a complete renovation.
And Jonathan, now we're out on the balcony. You've really rejuvenated the rooms from the very front door all the way through and out under the balcony. So what have you done out here? It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. We've done wonderful things. We've certainly redone the floor with a texture coating. We painted the railings. We put in new landscape throughout the balcony, planters, and of course the fabulous view showing our wonderful bunkers have all been rejuvenated, and the course has never been in better shape.
No need to change that view though, right?
No, absolutely
that remains
not.
the same. All right, well, congratulations on all you've done. Thank you for bringing me here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
To book your room, just call 742-6000 for your reservations or go online to westinlapalomaresort.com. Again, that is 742-6000 or online at westinlapalomaresort.com.
And don't move, we're talking more about the Westin and what guests can expect from the entire resort experience right after the break. Welcome back. The iconic Westin La Paloma Resort and Spa is undergoing a $30 million resort-wide rejuvenation from the depths of the golf course bunkers to the chandeliers in the ballroom. Every inch of the property is being reinvented to bring a new level of luxury to Tucson's majestic foothills.
Here with all the details of this resort-wide rejuvenation is General Manager Jonathan Litvak. Welcome, Jonathan. Good to see you again.
Thank you, Ann and Amanda. Good to see you.
Good to see you. One of the first things that struck me when I was able to go through one of the rooms with you was that this is called a rejuvenation, not a renovation. How did you guys land on that? And why is this being done? Because the resort was beautiful beforehand.
Yes, first off, to answer your first question, a rejuvenation really means that we're bringing it back to life, in my opinion. When we think of renovation, we think of construction, and we think of noise and disruption. And while there's certain dust, and there's certainly some of those things, but a rejuvenation really brings it back to life. And this hotel, we all know, particularly in Tucson, is iconic. It's 27 years in existence. There's no other physical plant, meaning location, like the Westin La Paloma, anywhere in southern Arizona that sits like it. It's deserving of a rejuvenation. After 27 years, we're going to take it to its original, high level of service and product that it always delivered on, and we're really quite excited about it. And we think rejuvenation's really fitting of what we're about to embark upon.
And we just saw the beautiful video of what the rooms are looking like, but I'm sure there is a lot more rejuvenation going on. What else is being rejuvenated?
Yes, without a doubt. It's really head to toe, and I have a tendency almost to go through it too quickly because it's all encompassing. But certainly starting with the guest rooms, I'm proud to tell you that we'll be done with all 487 guest rooms by mid-February. So this is really exciting. We just really have the back tail of the guest rooms, meaning some of our suites and some of our final guest rooms to be wrapped up later this month and in the top of February. And then after that, 487 rooms are back online, ready to go. And currently, just so you know, no guest could even stay in a not newly rejuvenated guest room.
Great.
So that in and of itself is very exciting. You don't have to worry about asking for anything special. They're all special. Okay? And from there, I would tell you that, we're wrapping up the meeting space. We have 60,000 square feet of indoor-outdoor meeting space, and that will be done probably this weekend, by the tail end of this weekend, beginning of next, all 60,000 square feet, including our magnificent ballroom with new chandeliers, new vinyl, new carpet, completely, again, rejuvenated look, as I do like that word. And yes, and that'll be ready to welcome all of our guests during this weekend and through. And then as far as outlying areas, we've redone all of our landscaping outside of all of our guest buildings with new lighting. We're looking at rejuvenating our car paths, and then our desert landscape will all get rejuvenated. When we move down to our pool, because there's nowhere, again, that it doesn't touch. When we move down to our pool, we're going to get all new furniture for the Chase lounges. We're going to get new cabanas. This is very exciting because we've not had them in the past, and we know that it's a big resort need. We're also going to have, out and around the pool deck, a rejuvenated look surrounding our food and beverage service. So our outdoor patio seating area, the area around Sabino's where we service the pool area, will also, be ready for our guests come this summer. And so outside of those areas, we've recently finished out by the fitness center. The Westin Workout has all been rejuvenated. We've spent nearly $250,000, and that was done earlier this year. And it's absolutely state-of-the-art, fabulous equipment. And then, as you noted on our video earlier, we've redone our bunkers, which was another $500,000 project. And we always had the best golf course in all of Tucson.
Obviously.
So I just have to tell you that. I'm a little biased, but I definitely feel that way.
How does it, with all all this rejuvenation going on. Even as guests are currently staying, and we said, you know, you don't want to think about dust and construction and things like that, though. With that going on, will it alter the guest experience while they're staying there?
I think it's just going to really mesh really well, meaning specifically, we have been and always have been #1 in meeting planner satisfaction for the Westin brand. We have always been in top rankings of TripAdvisor and other places that people go to look to see our service. What I'm really trying to express is we've had and continue to have outstanding service, and this alignment of our product matching with a high level of service is just a win-win all the way around. I am fully confident that when you return and you see our newly rejuvenated rooms and you blend that with our outstanding service, it'll take us back to top of the hill. We're really going to take back the hill in 2013.
I love that. Take back the hill.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We've coined that phrase, and that's ours. So.
And now, when did the rejuvenation process start?
You know, it's funny. It began with our ownership group, Southwest Value Partners, fabulous ownership group, setting aside some money back in, believe it or not, January of last year. So it was only a year ago that Southwest Value Partners came onto the scene. And with that, they set up a fund for which we could then do all of our renovation, which is really unique because a lot of renovations happen under the premise of a loan, contingent on some things. In our case, it's not the case. And so we are full steam ahead and have the the resources that we need in order to accomplish this renovation or rejuvenation. And then as we go forward, to be quite candid, we began the design process in February and March. We had model rooms, believe it or not, in May. We began our first guest room in August, and we returned our first guest rooms in October.
That's great.
We began our meeting space in November, and we're going to return that in January.
Quick.
So the fluidness of the project, based on our resources and our ownership's commitment to go well and beyond, well above and beyond what anybody would have anticipated, is really second to nothing.
Well, it already looks good, and I can't wait to see it when all is said and done. Jonathan, good to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And make sure to get away and plan a vacation right here in town. You can call 742-6000 or go online to westinlapalomaresort.com. And right now, when you mention the Morning Blend rate and book by Sunday, January 13th for dates now through March 31st, and you will receive rates as low as $149 based on availability, and blackout dates do apply. Again, that number is 742-6000 or online at westinlapalomaresort.com.
Westin La Paloma.
Westin, what was I saying? Western?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
WestinLaPaloma.com. No, I only know because my parents stay there all the time and it's very iconic, as you said. And